How's it going? If you haven't noticed, I'm at home. I'm not in the desert today. So today, what I want to actually focus on is dry fire and what that entails, things you do need, things you don't need, and try and get into like the nitty gritty of what I want to try and accomplish today. But one key factor that you need to tell yourself is that you need to be honest with yourself. Every time you draw that gun, how accurate are you? What's your grip like? And are you adjusting as you're doing it? Because it's not live fire. You have to actually try and feel the gun and not just shoot the gun, if that makes any sense. I know it doesn't, but I'm gonna try. So right now I just have these little targets. And if you don't have anything like this, another thing that you can do is, you buy anything, whether it's on Amazon or you go to the store, and you just take these lids, take a knife, slice it off, and cut this in half. I actually think I'm going to use one of these anyways, because if you can tell, they're a lot smaller than, where'd the other target go? Oh, it's on the box. If you could tell, it's a lot smaller. So I don't know if if you've ever dry fired or not, but when you dry fire, you'll probably notice as soon as you pull the trigger, the dot will move a little bit, or your sights will move a little bit. The whole goal and premise behind all of this is that you want to have enough grip that doesn't move, because when you go live fire, there's a higher chance that gun's going to be a lot more accurate, and you're going to have a lot better follow through and first round shot. So that's the whole premise behind dry fire, and it's a good way to still get your reps in, and you still get to, draw the gun. Before I get anyone in the comments, yes, this is empty. Yes, I emptied the magazine. And I might as well just jump right into it. So the first thing you need a gun. And then if you have an ammo box, pull that ammo box out, because what you're gonna do is you're gonna empty all of those rounds into it. You're gonna lock it away somewhere far away from you, out of sight, out of mind. You don't want ammo anywhere near you at all. Still use the 4 rules of gun safety, which we should go over right now. And those 4 rules of safety are: rule number 1, keep your finger off the trigger until you're ready to fire. Rule number 2, treat every gun as if it is loaded. Rule number 3, be certain of your target and what's beyond it. And rule number 4, don't point your gun at anything you're not willing to destroy. And I don't want to destroy my garage, but that's besides the point. Anyways, let's get these targets set up. Okay, while I'm setting this up, also I'm using mounting putty. I don't know if you ever saw that as a kid, like elementary school or whatnot. You used to hang up your pictures and wall art in the class. Just me? Okay. Anyways, you're probably wondering, why am I doing a home video? Well, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you guys probably know that I just had a newborn. So I've just been wanting to stay at home and save some money. So I just wanted to take a moment and be home. But I still want to film, and I really do enjoy it. And I appreciate you guys watching. All right, you'll notice nothing too fancy, okay? Just a target, piece of cardboard, target, piece of cardboard. We're gonna just do some transitions and throw in some reloads. So here we go. Okay, so right now I am just going to do a little timer. So this is where our timer is actually kind of handy, because first of all, I taped over the beeper so it's not so loud. So if you listen, it's not obnoxious. I don't know if you heard, but I have a par time on this. So I have this par time set to 2 seconds. The whole goal is that you want to have the gun drawn, you want to draw the gun, and you want to point at every single target. Again, you don't need to pull the trigger, especially with a Glock, because the trigger doesn't reset. With P365, the trigger does reset. So the whole goal is that you want to draw the gun and then point at every single target before the 2 seconds. And then once you get warmed up with that, I'll do another one. So here I go. Okay. I was a little bit sloppy with my grip, so I'm gonna try that again. Here we go. You probably didn't hear, but I just pulled the trigger. I had good grip between this first one and this third one. And the last one, I kind of got wonky with the dot. But this is what I'm talking about. It's self-diagnosis. You have to be honest with yourself and not think that you're better than you are. It's best to just be honest with yourself. Like this one, I didn't hit the center of this left one and I completely missed the right one again. So it's just a good way to warm up your muscles and to just get that muscle memory going. There we go. Now that I got it, I'm gonna try and go right to left. Completely missed this left one. There we go. Try it again. There we go. So it's just little things like that you need to try and do. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing here. You can set it up any way you want. Another option is you go right, left, right, left. So little target, big target, big target. Something like that. I don't know if I can get it in 2 seconds, but I'll try it. I missed the last one. I wish I had a laser. That'd be cool. Like a mantis. I completely did that wrong. I'm gonna restart. And this is why you practice. I'm gonna keep trying to do the right, left until I get it. Because now it's my goal. I need to slow down. I'm gonna take this one easy. Here we go. Yeah, I was a little after the beep, but I slowed it down a little bit. So let me try and speed it up. There we go. So again, there's stuff like that, and then I'm gonna set it up to do a reload. So the whole goal on this one is that I want to draw, I want to go right to left or left to right, doesn't matter. And then after you do that, you hit a reload. Again, you'll notice, why are there magazines on the ground here? So as long as in your practice, so that you can actually like take better care of your magazines. I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, it's a tool, you don't need to baby them. But this is also a carry gun, and I also want to try and keep the magazines as nice as I can so that they can perform as best as they can. So what I'm doing is after I go right to left, I'm going to hit the button as if I am releasing a magazine, slapping a new one in, and then going left to right. And I'm trying to do all of this in 5 seconds. I don't know if I can, so we're gonna find out together. This is first impression for me. So here we go. Nope, bad reload. Yeah, bad reload. I got a little hung up on there, but I'm gonna try again. I literally missed that last one. And my grip was kind of wonky. I had a lot of forward grip I was kind of like that. It's not very good. You want to try and be in there, you know, fill in that empty space with your support hand. So I'm gonna try again. That was bad. For the sake of convenience, I am going to put this par time to 6 seconds, just so that I can have 1 extra second. I think I have it. I have it for 5, but I think I just need to slow it down, smooth out my reloads, and then I'll drop it back down to 5 seconds. So I'm gonna speed up the timer for this for you, so you don't have to watch all of this. Now that I did that a few times, I'm gonna try and go back to 5, but there's a chance I'm not gonna get this. But we're gonna try it. Here we go. Okay. After review, I think I missed the little ones. I was kind of being quick with my transitions. And yeah, I think I missed this middle one. So I'm gonna try that again. One more time, and then I'm gonna try a different drill. Just because I don't wanna hold you guys up. There we go. That was a lot better. And then I also had a lot better grip. Because what happens is after you make that transition to switch to a new magazine, you completely removed your support hand and you have to quickly move it back. So that's another thing you need to try and focus on, is your support hand back where it needs to be. Did you start with your support hand right where it needs to be? So, and that's the thing, you need to be a lot more nitpicky on all of these things because you don't have live fire for it. So, but I'm gonna try and set it up in a different way and we'll go from there. This next part is actually not going to need a timer or anything like that. It doesn't even really need a target, to be honest. If you have a light switch, that works too. But I cut this box really small. It's about an inch square. So the whole premise behind this is that you want to try, sorry, I like ice cream. Judge me. The whole premise behind this one is you want to try and pull the trigger to the rear without moving your sight. And this one's really boring, so I don't know how to make it fun. So that's why I'm eating ice cream. Anyways, so I'll show you what I mean. Again, we're unloaded, but the whole premise behind this is you want to try, you know, you get to the wall, okay? And then you break the trigger. And when breaking the trigger, you want to try and not move your sight at all. So you want to have really good grip, and it's very boring. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. This is something you can literally do if you're like watching TV, or this is one of the things that I do before I go to work. This is part of my 1 minute training that I do before I go to work. So I bring the sight up, I hover over, it's usually a light switch, but I'm gonna hover over this square and then I'm gonna squeeze the trigger to the rear really slow. And you just wanna keep doing that until you can make the dot or your iron sights not move. Like I said, this one's really boring, so I'm not gonna just make you watch the whole time, but I also really wanna get some rounds on this. So hopefully I go out next weekend, see if I can get a friend to come with me and get some more rounds on this, because it's really fun. It's just, I was having those weird jamming issues and then my front sight came off. So I took the rear sight off too, because it's a dot. We're in the future, let's live like it. But this is the holster I have. This is a Tier 1 concealed Apex holster. It's pretty freaking cool. I actually have an Apex holster for every concealed carry gun that I have, because they're really good. They're really nice. Sponsor me? I'm just kidding. Okay, anyways. That's all for me, dude. If you guys have any questions or concerns, let me know. Other than that, don't be a victim.